Hey there, y'all. Bunkle here. Hope you've been having a great day. Hope every day is a blessed day for you and y'all. So I got here a couple packs. These are 1990 Fleer Football Premier Edition rack packs. Look for Fleer All-Pro cards inside. So now, where would these come from originally? These were from KB Toys. Oh, I remember them. For $1.99 a pack, KB Toys was a pretty cool toy retailer. I did some work for them, believe it or not. And I did it kind of intentionally. I applied for a position doing KB Toys part-time work. This goes back to when they were still open in Manhattan. And believe this or not, I wanted to work. The only reason I applied is I wanted to see what retail toys was like from behind the counter and stocking and all of that for Black Friday. Now, just to I guess get a feel of what it was like from the other side of the aisle. I applied for Toys R Us and KB Toys, and KB Toys answered, and it was pretty cool because you know what? It was walking distance from where I was living. Maybe a 10-minute walk. So that was really cool. It was an interesting experience the entire Black Friday week. Having to get there at it was somewhere around 1 in the morning on Black Friday to help unload a truck. People were lining up. This was back in the days where the stores would open, if I'm not mistaken, on Black Friday. KB Toys opened that morning at like 8 a.m. or something. So having to be there to unload the truck and get stuff stocked and everything else, and the line started at KB Toys. I don't remember what was the big special that year. But the line probably started somewhere around 5 in the morning outside. So they must have had something, but oh my goodness. It was definitely insane. But yeah, to be able to say that, yeah, I worked retail toys, at a big toy retail in Manhattan, on Black Friday. You know what? I can say what I know. I definitely know what it was like. Now, these Fleer Premier Edition 1990s, things that I'd be looking for in here, thinking PSA values, Randall Cunningham, Hershel Walker, but there's a couple interesting cards that are in here. Joe Montana, it's an error card. It shows him with 31,054 touchdowns. Now, he was good, but 31,000 touchdowns? I don't think so. That's a lot of touchdowns. Other players that could be found in here: Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders, Jim Kelly. PSA values, you're not really going to find too many that are worth getting them in the slab. If you're a slab collector, well, then maybe you would want to. But Randall Cunningham, Hershel Walker, the Montana error, maybe the Ray Horton error. There's an extra line after career totals. The Steve Walsh, Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders, but Jim Kelly, yeah, I could see that. But after that, if it's not a 10, there's really nothing that's worth grading. So you want to make sure it's a 10. But anyway, let's get going with these. I got my Wall of Fame going. I got some frappers on the side. We're starting off with Joe Nash, Mike Tomczak, John Settle, Henry Ellard, Kelly Stouffer, Vesty Jackson. That's my ball. Give me that ball. I got that ball. He's not letting it go for nothing. Tony Casillas, Mike Wilcher, Dave Krieg, Dennis Gentry, Byers, Sammy Smith, Merle Hoge, Keith Woodside, Felix Wright, and Mark Logan. So nothing at all I'd want to put up on my Wall of Fame in that first sell of the first pack. Let's get to the second one now. These were back when, $1.99 a pack in KB Toys. So yeah, maybe that was like when they first came out. Got Fred Marion, Chris Moore, not less, he's got more. Jason Buck, Roan Stark, Danny Villa, Mark Carrier. Good card. Great player. Still young there. He's only 3 years into his career. You know what? I'm not going to know. Tim Crumbry, John Hand, Tim Goad, Randy Grimes. Dude, You're taking up a little bit of extra space there. You got dad bod going. Anthony Munoz, Jack Trudeau, Roland James, Bruce Hill, and Gary Hojaboom. Let's get to the third cell. Maybe I should have put that one card up on the wall, because that wall's pretty empty so far. I ain't getting nothing. You getting nothing. All right, let's see. Got Leonard Smith, Greg Lloyd, Jim McMahon. I know it's Lloyd. Jim Arnold, Scott Norwood, David Little. He's so little he fits in the picture. Anthony Miller, Jerry Ball, Jim Kelly. All right, well, we got our first one that could go up on the wall now. That's good. Tim Worley, Marion Butts. You see, I could say Butts on the video, and it's just because it's his last name. Ooh, nice. Okay, Barry Sanders in the same pack. All right. So now we're stepping it up a little bit. Mark Kelso, Gary Anderson, and our Fleer All-Pro, Anthony Munoz. Nice shine. Look at that. It's all shiny, but it's not metallic. It's just the card gloss and the silver color. All right, so we'll get these two in frappers. And I do have some top loads on the side also, just in case. That's a nice looking card. And the Jim Kelly, yeah, it's a little bit off center top to bottom. So not gradable, but still a great all-timer great. All right, let's get pack number 2 ripping here. Now, I assume, yep, this one came from KB Toys also. All right, we got ourselves Willie Brockton. Herschel Walker, all right, we're stepping it up here. Now, as I said, that's the second highest valued card in this entire set in a PSA 10. But look at the top, look at the bottom. I think that's off-center, so you're just going to get a frapper. Maurice Carthen, Craig Hayward, Derek Shepard, Ray Berry, Mike Harden, Eric Martin, Jim Jeffcoat, Wade Wilson, Howie Long, great player, Buford Jordan, Steve Walsh, all right, very cool. Now, I'll put him up on the wall also, but right to left on that one's off. Top to bottom looks a little bit also. Now, I just did a video on Steve Walsh. No, it wasn't Steve Walsh. It was Steve Young that I did one on. Have one coming up, I believe, of Steve Walsh. Series that I call Sports Cards Worth Money or Football Cards Worth Money, where I outline the top 25 sales on eBay of a particular player, team, sport, year, all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to put him up on the wall. Rick Fenney and Tony Casillas. Now, another reason I'm putting up on the wall, I forget who it was, but they made a comment about me not putting the Steve Walsh up on the wall. So just so you know, look, I did it. Steve Walsh goes up on the wall, okay? I know, I neglected him the first time, but you know what? I hope I got him by putting him up on there now. Yeah, and that Hershel, unfortunately, yeah. During junk wax era, and this is definitely deep junk wax era, centering was not a thing. I mean, even nowadays, I've opened some modern recent packs, and the centering can be a little bit weird on some of them. I mean, you know, having the borders there helps, but I wish they'd cut the cards better. Got Michael Ball, Fred Merriam, Chris Moore, more or less, Johnny Rembert, Harvey Armstrong, John Stevens, Winston Moss, Gerald Riggs, Evan Cooper, Raul Alegre, Bruce Reimers, Jim Lackey, Chris Miller, Leonard Marshall, and Icky Woods. Now, if that's your... I gotta find out more about Icky Woods. Because, dude, if your mama named you Icky, I don't know, that's pretty nasty. Like, look at this baby, he icky. Anyway, I'm not going to keep going with that. Now, last part of this pack, I just want to say thanks, of course, for watching. I lost my tongue there. Subscribe and comment and all that great stuff. I definitely appreciate it. Got Keith Jones, LT. All right, now that's nice, but look at the centering again. Top to bottom, bad. Leon White, Steve Brown, Scott Fulhage, Mark Bavaro, Ricky Dixon, Alonzo Highsmith, Ron Haller, Dave Meggett, Rodney Holman, Lorenzo White, Mike Gann, Phil Simms, great Giants quarterback there. Should I? Nah, I'm not going to put him off the wall. And Anthony Munoz, again, didn't we just see him? We just saw it. I'm almost sure we did. Did I get the same thing in the back of both of those? Look at that. Yeah, we did. We got the same exact card 2 times. It could have been a better player, I think. Not that he was bad, of course. But, something that would have been a lot more fun to pick. A Montana would have been great. But it is what it is. You can't change the player, that's for sure. All right, so there we go. We got our lineup. Now, I don't know which one of y'all committed the crime, but... All right, turn to the side. No, stay exactly where you are. It's all right. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all take care. Stay well. Stay blessed. Bunkle out.